Hello, my name is Robert Ernesto Walsh, and in the Colorado Springs and Pueblo immigrant communities, I'm known as Abogado Ernesto. In my law office over the past 10 years, I've represented hundreds of out-of-status immigrant families living in Colorado. I'm very pleased to present to you today Colorado Immigrant Assistance, a 501c3 fully accredited nonprofit organization created to address the legal needs of out-of-status immigrant population of El Paso and Pueblo counties. To be a citizen or legal permanent resident in the United States is to have status in society. Having status entitles an individual to live and work here. It grants certain rights and privileges and legal protections and gives the individual a voice in society. An out-of-status immigrant is any foreign-born individual who is present in the United States, living here, working here, yet without certain rights, privileges, and legal protections. They have no voice in society. Although these people are popularly referred to as illegal or undocumented immigrants, it's more accurate to refer to them as out-of-status immigrants, for this more clearly defines their reality. There are an estimated 30,000 out-of-status immigrants in El Paso and Pueblo counties. They are here from all over the world: Ghana, Thailand, Russia, and yes, even from Canada. The majority come from South and Central America: Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, and Venezuela. These are countries where government has failed their citizens and where hope for a better way of life has evaporated under the weight of crime, corruption, and greed. Regardless of their national origins, all of the out-of-status immigrants I have worked with over the years have shared an unwavering belief and conviction that the United States of America is the greatest country on earth, a prosperous nation of unlimited opportunity. Their often perilous journey has led them to the Purple Mountain majesty of southern Colorado, where they have settled to live and work and raise their children in the hope of a better future. They are your neighbors. They are your coworkers, the people who serve you food at restaurants, landscape your homes, care for your children, clean your houses, fix your cars, and are among your children's classmates. More importantly, many are married to legal permanent residents and to United States citizens. Their children are born here and are Americans. They have status. Households containing out-of-status immigrants and citizen members are called mixed status families. There are an estimated 8 to 10 million such families in America. Thus, the out-of-status immigrant community is deeply embedded within the nation, the community, and is woven within the fabric of Colorado. However, the future of the out-of-status immigrant is always in question. Their lack of status in this country means they live in constant fear of arrest, being placed into immigration court proceedings, and perhaps the greatest catastrophe of all, family separation and deportation. When an out-of-status immigrant is detained by ICE, they enter into a legal world alien to American citizens, with its own separate enforcement agencies, prisons, and court system. One day, they live and work among us as neighbors, parents, employees, friends. The next, they are prosecuted as criminal aliens, and the pain and suffering of their families becomes foreign to us. Unlike in criminal proceedings, the out-of-status immigrant in immigration court does not have the right to an attorney. In this venue, representation is a privilege. Over 90% of out-of-status immigrants in Denver immigration court appear before a judge without an attorney. More importantly, an out-of-status immigrant held in detention centers like the one operated by GEO in Aurora, Colorado, is not always eligible for bond. It is here, while detained by the federal government, that the repercussions to the community begin. An out-of-status immigrant detained by ICE is typically the main breadwinner in a mixed-status family. They rely on this breadwinner for food, shelter, transportation, childcare, and most of their basic needs. While they are detained, they miss work. The family's income stream dries up, bills go unpaid, and rent goes overdue. The economic loss extends to the community in the form of lost labor productivity, school absenteeism, lower tax revenues, and strains on government services and expenditures. It costs hundreds of dollars a day to detain an out-of-status immigrant at GEO Aurora. Unless a detainee can win release or bond or parole, this is where they will languish as their case winds its way through the system. Meanwhile, their citizen family members suffer. If they fail to qualify for any form of relief, such as asylum, the judge will order them removed from the country. As a consequence, nearly every day in southern Colorado, some American citizen's father, brother, son, daughter, mother, sister, or grandparent is ordered removed, often to countries where their lives will be in danger. More often than not, out-of-status immigrants have some form of adjustment available to them that will help them gain status in the form of legal residency, valid work permits, and a path to citizenship. That they obtain status is in the interest of the country, the state, and our communities here in southern Colorado. This is where the Colorado Immigrant Assistance can make a difference. With your help and support, we seek grants and donations for legal representation at immigration court bond hearings for detainees so that they may return to their citizen families, to their jobs, and to their communities. There are no greater values shared by Coloradans than that of family, country, and community. Please help us. Out-of-status immigrants are connected to American citizens through work, marriage, and love. They are your neighbors, and they need you. Be good neighbors to people who would otherwise suffer needlessly in our communities. To donate, volunteer, or learn more, please visit our website.